Hey everyone, it's Ryan, and on today's Traction Tip, we want to talk about KPIs. What are some of the key performance indicators that you can look at on a weekly basis on your weekly scorecard to find out, hey, is the business healthy? Is it moving in the right direction? So today, let's focus on finance and HR. These are probably two of the least glamorous parts of the business, but arguably two of the most important. So today, let's go ahead and jump in. Let's look at finance. So in your finance department, what are you tracking? What are you looking at? Well, one of my favorite KPIs is AR days. So accounts receivable days, it's a pretty simple formula. You simply say, what is my accounts receivable in dollars divided by my total annual revenue in dollars, multiplied that by the number of days in the year, and you'll get your AR days. So find out what your industry's best in class, what your industry average is, and simply compare it to that. So for example, service-based businesses seem to be about 20 to 30 days is considered good. Retail is generally a little bit less than that, and manufacturing can be longer than that. So find out what's good for you. Again, like I always say, what gets measured gets improved. So just the fact that you're measuring and reporting on this is a big step in the right direction. The next number, budget. Just simply, are you on budget? Yes or no, and that's can be a simple yes or no there. Total revenue, that's a good number. Departmental revenue, depending on how many departments in your business, it may make sense to break it down by department revenue. Gross margin, net profit, those are good numbers. EBITDA is a good number. Those are a few of my favorite KPIs for finance to track. And I'll tell you a little secret here that I've learned. When you start reporting on these, kind of take the next step and assign an owner to each line of your P&L. So basically, look at your profit and loss statement and assign someone on your leadership team to be accountable for each number. And it sounds a little daunting at first, but when you really give ownership of those P&L lines to someone, it's amazing how much time they can focus on it and how much time they'll spend to improve those numbers. So as a tip, look at that. Look at assigning line item ownership for your P&L lines. So let's go ahead and jump into HR. What are some of our favorite HR scorecard numbers to track? Well, if you're in growth mode, like a lot of businesses are, obviously employee retention is a big number to track. Employee turnover can be a big one. If you're, again, hiring, applications and interviews are always good numbers to track there. How many quality applications, how many quality interviews are you seeing? If we're talking about employee retention for client satisfaction, another good one would be evals. Typically businesses are lucky to evaluate their employees once a year. When I hear about these yearly performance reviews, I always cringe a little bit. With EOS, we believe strongly in a quarterly 555 is what we call it. It's basically a brief 15-minute performance evaluation that you're doing with each employee every quarter. A whole bunch of reasons to do that, so tracking those is a good thing. And then employee satisfaction. Employees are definitely the heart of our business, but so oftentimes we just simply don't ask them if they're happy. So that's just a matter of having conversations with them. I've got some great tools for employee satisfaction surveys, just ways to find out, hey, are my employees engaged and happy? So hopefully these tips helped you, and these are just a few of the many good numbers you can track on your weekly scorecard. Talk to you next time.